Before we begin, a quick note. This channel shares anonymous confessions and original story adaptations focused on real emotions, difficult choices, and the consequences that follow them. Today's story is about trust, long silence, and a truth that only came out when it was already too late to ignore. It's about someone I thought I knew better than anyone else, until one detail changed everything. I met him during my first year after school. We didn't become friends instantly, but over time he became one of the most consistent people in my life. He was calm, reliable, always available when someone needed help. The kind of person everyone trusted without question. We worked together, trained together, and spent weekends talking about plans, money, and the future. He never bragged, never complained, never talked badly about anyone. Looking back now, that silence should have meant something. There were small things that felt off, but nothing serious enough to confront him about. He never let anyone see his phone. He avoided certain questions about his past. And whenever someone mentioned family, he changed the subject smoothly, like it was second nature. At the time, I assumed he was just private. Some people are like that, or at least that's what I told myself. Things started to feel different after one late-night conversation. We were talking about trust and loyalty, and out of nowhere he said something that stuck with me. He said that people don't lie because they want to hurt others. They lie because the truth would destroy the version of themselves they're trying to protect. It felt oddly specific, too specific. After that, I began noticing patterns, stories that slightly changed over time, dates that didn't line up, people he claimed to know but avoided in public. None of it was dramatic on its own, but together it created a quiet tension I couldn't explain. I didn't want to suspect him. He had never given me a reason not to trust him. And still, something felt unfinished, like I was missing a chapter. The truth didn't come from a confession. It came by accident. One evening, he asked me to help him with something on his laptop. While switching between folders, I saw a name I recognized. It was a name he had once mentioned casually, saying it belonged to someone he used to know. But what I saw wasn't casual. It was an entire digital history, messages, documents, photos, years of them. And they told a story completely different from the one I knew. He had been living under a carefully edited version of his life. Not a fake identity, but a selective one. Entire relationships erased, major events rewritten, mistakes buried so deeply that even he seemed to believe his own version of the truth. I didn't confront him immediately. I needed time to understand what I was looking at, and more importantly, what it meant for our friendship. When I finally asked him, I didn't accuse him. I simply asked why he never told me. He went quiet, not defensive, not angry, just tired. He admitted that the truth had followed him for years, that every new friendship felt like a chance to start over, but also like a risk. He said he was afraid that if people knew who he used to be, they would never see who he was trying to become. And for the first time, I understood that his silence wasn't manipulation. It was fear. That conversation didn't fix everything. Trust doesn't reset instantly. Once you realize someone has been hiding parts of themselves, you start questioning everything else. I wondered how many of our conversations were real and how many were filtered, how many moments were genuine and how many were calculated. But I also realized something uncomfortable. If I had been in his place, I might have done the same. Not everyone is strong enough to let their past define how others see them. Sometimes people hide not because they're dangerous, but because they're ashamed. We're still in contact, but our friendship changed. Not in a dramatic way, just quieter. more careful. I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's someone who survived his past by learning how to disappear inside himself. This experience taught me that honesty isn't always about telling everything. Sometimes it's about choosing the right moment to stop running from who you were. And it taught me that trust isn't broken only by lies. Sometimes it's weakened by silence. Some secrets don't come out because someone is exposed. They come out because the weight of carrying them becomes too heavy. And when that happens, the truth doesn't just change how you see another person. It changes how you see yourself. Have you ever discovered that someone close to you was hiding a major part of their life? And did it change how you trusted them afterward? Share your thoughts in the comments.